Do you know any moms who stay with a manipulative or controlling husband because he is good to the kids? You need to forward this to them because that is a very dangerous myth. Here's some background. The other day, I was talking to my friend whose mother was abused by her father. She told me that it was weird growing up because despite the fact that her father treated her mother terribly, he was very good to her. But in the next breath, she told me that she went to see a therapist and still, in her 40s, is suffering from PTSD from her childhood experience. So let's examine this closer. My friend has two completely contradictory thoughts in her head, decades after her childhood. So first, my father was good to me, and I also have PTSD from my childhood family life. I mean, clearly, if she still has PTSD from the way that her father treated her mother, it doesn't really seem like he was a stellar parent. Some dads are on their best behavior around the children, and the moms think, well, he's a jerk to me, but he's nice to them, so I'll just stay with him because at least my kids won't be traumatized. But that idea is based on an incorrect heuristic of abuse, assuming that the more violence people suffer, the more trauma they have. The dad is nice to the kids, so they won't be traumatized. This is not true. In fact, if both the kids and the mother are abused, paradoxically, they might actually have less trauma than if just the mom is abused. Seriously, that's because the level of long-term trauma is not directly based on how much violence people experience, but on their level of emotional connection. So when the dad is mean to the whole family equally, that can help them bond through their mutual suffering. When the dad is nice to the kids but mean to the mom, that actually drives a wedge between them and can fundamentally damage their connection. But the kids are still soaking up all the household energy like a sponge. So the cognitive dissonance or sustained and extreme confusion they feel can linger for many years because they can't make sense out of what happened to them. Very few people seem to grasp the severity of the effects of cognitive dissonance, not even most psychologists. This internal conflict comes from the inability to reconcile the two vastly different sides of their parent, can lead to lasting emotional scars. Furthermore, when the mother is traumatized or emotionally distant due to the abuse she's suffering, it disrupts the secure attachment between her and her children, potentially causing attachment-related issues for them in the future. So if you know a mom who is in this situation, who may want to get out of her marriage but is staying for the sake of the children, let her know that the best thing that she can do for her kids is to get out of an abusive situation. Stay safe and follow for more tips on manipulation-related trauma.